Happy New Year, everyone. I just want to say thanks for all the support this year. I really appreciate it. And I hope you had a good time with your family and friends. But playtime's over. Playtime's over. We have a whole new year in front of us, and who knows what's going to happen? We don't know. None of us can see the future. Anything could happen. Crazy things could happen. So we have to get ready and be prepared and be vigilant. And we have to push harder because you see, the enemy, in my view, is very desperate. They're doing things that are exposing their hand like never before. And they don't care. They are literally mass murdering unarmed men, women, and children, and they don't care. And they're making every excuse, and all of their tribesmen are making the same excuses. Save a few of them pretending to be against them. Pretending. Not in our name. Not in our name. Have you seen such a people? As their brethren are blowing up children, don't call us a Jew. You're not a Jew. Do I run around and say, look, this guy who shot up a church, he's not a white man. Dylan Roof is not a white man. Not in white people's name. Who thinks like this? Jeffrey Dahmer, he's not a white man. He's not a Christian man. Or whatever religion. The Jews can't even escape when they're trying to do good. They oppose the genocide in Gaza. It's still about them. Jewish voice for peace. Why does it have to be Jewish voice for peace? Why does it matter if it's a Jew talking about peace in Palestine? Because even then it's about them. Don't you see? Their arrogance and chutzpah is inescapable to them. It's always about them. I don't want to see the Israelis do what the Nazis did to us. As a Jew, I disagree with what's happening with Bibi Netanyahu's regime. I also, as a Jew, don't want babies. Well, no shit. How about as a human being? How about as a person? No, it's always about as a Jew. I am a Jew. They can't escape their tribalism even when they seem that they're trying to do something nice for someone else. It's always the same thing. Again, do I go, as a white man, I disagree what's happening in Syria. As a white man, I don't like that Africans are starving. As a white man, that's what's happening. Why do they go back to their ethnicity? Why does it matter if there are Jew against Palestinians being blown to pieces? It should be a given because the problem is even they know their tribe is satanic. What they're saying is, look, I'm not like those other satanic demons. Look, I disagree with those other satanic demons. Look, I don't want anything to do with those other satanic demons. It's like something's wrong. There's something going on here. You don't see it? You don't see that the other side, the anti-Zionist Jew, is just full of shit. It's still Jewish supremacy. Jewish supremacy is a framework. It's a framework. It's a frame of mind. If you put the Jews above anyone, you've already lost to them. If you defend yourself against, well, I'm not an anti-Semite because I have friends that, we've all done it. We've all done it. Look, I don't hate Jewish people because I have friends that are Jews. Hey, I do it all the time. My doctors are Jewish. Now, this is a fact. It's to show I don't hate anyone. But you see, we're in the defensive. They walk into the room and you're on the defense because they're on the offense. Why are they on the offense? Because they're the oppressors. You see? And even when they defend others, so they seem that they're doing it, it's not about others. It's about defending themselves. It's a frame. That's why I said in my videos, you can't let them control the frame. You don't give them the respect they demand. That's what I said. Do you respect pedophiles? No. You shame them? You have utter contempt for these people. But the Jews? Uh-oh. One's upset. Let's hear what he has to say. We have to give him the mic. His voice is more important than ours because they're the ultimate victims. They've been through every pogrom and just recently the Holocaust. They automatically have higher value than us. Their words hit harder than ours. So when they say free Palestine, it means much more because they're Jews. So Jewish Voice for Peace means more than all of our voices put together. Do you see the supremacy? Do you see the frame? That's what it is. The Jew is the ultimate paragon of morality. The Jew decides what's right or wrong, what's valuable or not valuable, what's allowed or not allowed. This is Jewish supremacy. It's not supremacy in numbers or strength physically. Not these people. Supremacy of mind control. And how do they do this? The Jewish supremacists don't fight with their fists. They fight with ideas. They fight with isms. And they deploy these isms and repeat them over and over and over again via the media they control, via the Hollywood they control, academia they control, and they keep repeating it until you accept it. And they don't force you to accept it. You just willingly eventually accept it. Well, it must be true. I heard it 1,000 times. Israel's our greatest ally. The only democracy in the Middle East. But none of these things are true. But you keep hearing that it's true, so it must be true. Everyone's saying it. Maybe I'm crazy. That's why it's gaslighting. It must be true because everyone else is saying it's true, so, well, I'll just believe it's true. But it's not true. It's false. So this tribe almost had me convinced that they weren't a monolith. Now, of course, there's disagreements among them, just like any other family. You may disagree with your father about something. Does that mean he's no longer your father? Or your mother, or your sister, or your brother? Families have disagreements. Families even fight. Families even break apart, but they're still families. In the Jewish family, the tribe, the Jewish supremacists, are a mafia, a global mafia, and what they're fighting about is over how do we do this? And very cleverly, they take both sides. Well, we'll do it this way, Zionism. We'll go with Zionism and imperialism. And the other one goes, no, that's not going to work. Let's do open borders. Open borders and everything that comes with that left-wing nonsense that we all despise. And most of them are doing that. The majority of the Jews have chosen to go the left-hand path, whereas some of them are on the right-hand path. This is why you see many Jews pushing all sorts of degeneracy, feminism, communism, open borders, environmental, all the things they've taken to the extreme, beyond necessary. They deploy these isms on their enemies, and many of them have even fallen for themselves. While as the right-wing Jews, or the right-hand path, the more conservative types, do not. But you'll find a rabbi running Pornhub, a conservative rap running Pornhub. Interesting. Or the left-wing, quote-unquote, ADL supporting the right-wing Israeli ultra-Zionist regime. Interesting. But you thought wrong. You have to escape Jewish supremacy, which is a frame. The kosher sandwich, the left and the right. The Jewish pincer movement, where they come from both sides, left and right. That's why you go vote for left or right. It doesn't matter. They win. Doesn't matter which side of the war, Axis or the Allies, they win. They win because they put their people on both sides. They divide and conquer humanity by doing this very thing, controlling all frames. But when someone like me comes along and says, escape the frame, expose the frame, and destroy the frame, suddenly you're a Nazi, anti-Semite, Hitler, blah, blah, blah. Because they want to control the frame. By controlling the frame, they control the outcome. The Zionist Jew wants all of Israel, all of Eretz Israel, which is parts of other countries. The anti-Zionist Jew says, well, wait, just listen. Let my brethren keep half of the land they stole. Just half. Well, that's still an insurance policy, isn't it? Is it not? How about you have none of the land? How about you give it all back? Some of them will say this. These so-called Kutra, Nutra, rabbis, whatever they are, they'll say, no, dismantle Israel. They know it's not possible. It's like asking your wife or girlfriend, hey, you want the rest of this food? Knowing that she's stuffed. And you just ask her just to make it seem like you care enough to give her some. No, honey, I'm good. Thank you very much. You're so kind. But you never were going to give her any. And she wasn't going to take any. And you knew it. You just asked anyway. When you say to someone, listen, hey, I know you're having a bad day. Just let me know what you want. And I'll help you out however I can. You know you're not going to do shit. They know you're not either. No, there's nothing you can do to make their day better. But you ask anyway. Very tricky, huh? Some of you, maybe most of you do this. That's what they're doing. Oh, well, we should just dismantle Israel. How about that? Oh, good idea, Rabbi, but how do you do it? And they don't do anything to do it. And a lot of these anti-Zionist rabbis are stationed in Israel, have roots from Israel, are connected to right-wing organizations. Kind of weird, isn't it? And there are people who make excuses. It's not just them. Well, no shit, it's not just them. No one ever said it's just them. The tribe is responsible for every evil in the world. That's absurd. They're not responsible for every evil in the world. There are many other people doing things, but no other people are this organized and this powerful. No other people control the frame like these people have, especially in the last century. No one. So you can sit there and say, it's the Bilderbergs, it's the Illuminati, it's the this one and that one. And there probably are secret society. There probably are other mafias, of course. Just like in New York, there were several different mob families. But there was always one on top who ran the show. There's always one running the show, and everyone's following suit because they're the CEOs of crime. And this is what the Jewish supremacists are. When I speak of the parasite class, I'm talking about everyone at the top. But the Jewish supremacists are the CEOs of the parasite class. They haven't always been the CEOs, but they are now. And everyone sees it. They don't like it. And everyone's talking about it. And they don't like it. And all they could do is censor more people, proving they're the ones running the show. But there's always people call up, it's not them, I'm telling you, man, you don't got it, you're wrong. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? How many people lost their job talking about the Vatican? Or the Jesuits, or the Illuminati, or the Builder. No one gets fired. talking about these groups. The Freemasons fired this guy off Twitter. No one gets fired for the Freemasons. No one's getting censored for Freemasons or the Bilderbergs or what other stupid Chi-Com nonsense. There's only one group that no one can talk about, and it's the Jews. And everyone knows it. Even the people shilling for them know not to talk about them. Don't bring them up. Don't say anything. Hey, get off my show. Cut the camera. Get that out of the video. Edit it out. Never let him come back. Show me one time someone got kicked off talking about the Jesuits. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, Jesuits. Oh, get him out of here. Cut the line, bro. Cut the mic. Never happened, never will happen, because they're not the ones in power. Not the Vatican, not the Bilderbergs, not the Illuminati, not the reptilians. None of these fucking scapegoats. It's Jewish supremacy is the number one enemy of all mankind. And that's why we have to all unite against it. Put your stupid beliefs aside about anything else. Show me the evidence. Show me evidence of the contrary. Things I just named. And not one of these things ever caused anyone to get fired or killed. It wasn't the Illuminati that blew off JFK's head, was it? It wasn't the Bilderbergs who stole our nuclear secrets or shot up the USS Liberty. It wasn't the Skull and Bones that bought all the politicians across our country, establishing the Federal Reserve Act in 1913. No, we know who did it on Jekyll Island. We have their fucking names. And most of them were Jews. Who founded communism? Which secret society did that? It's not a secret. Mostly Jews. And there are people saying, no, communism had nothing to do with Jews. On one hand, and then Putin comes out, actually the first Soviet government, 85% of them were Jews. We're going to listen to people coping about, it's not them. Well, who is it? It's a secret society. Oh, that's nice. Show me where a single person got fired for talking about his fucking secret society anywhere. In fact, all this secret society bullshit running around YouTube, running around everywhere, because it's not the truth. That doesn't mean there isn't Freemasons running around who are compromised. But when you look at Freemason, what do they say? Freemasonry is based on Judaism, Kabbalah, and all this other mystic bullshit. Ask a Freemason where it comes from. So beware of people that tell you, no, it's not them. It is them. It is them, and it's been them for a long time now, and it's time to call them out. And if you're not willing to call them out, then step aside and go do something else. Because all you're doing is misleading the people, because you're afraid, because you're scared that the people I'm talking about are going to come after you and take you out in some way, shape, or form. Because I'm right.